Welcome back, Johnny, Frederick. Up till now, we've kind of been talking about the same general things, going back and forth, seeing what we're going to do with names or whatever. But now we're going to start diving in to specific topics dealing with the service industry and things that are involved in all of those.
We're breaking the ice. This is where it all starts.
That's right, Johnny. We're breaking the ice. Fantastic. This episode is all about ice and breaking it.
Just getting covered in ice. Sorry, the equipment just burnt out.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Ice goes in drinks.
Yes.
What else does ice do?
This is kind of what we started this with. Frederick got it together.
Yeah, I froze it.
Yeah, froze it all by himself.
That's
Might have got help. I'm not sure.
Nope, 0 degrees.
0 degrees. Wow. In the temperature, or you have 0 degrees to do this?
Zero at the temperature. I'm talking about.
Okay.
I just
I
froze
wasn't
it
sure if you
in
needed
a
a
bucket.
degree to make this.
No, degree. I got
Yes.
you. I'm with you now.
See, we're never on the same page. Same page, different book.
I was talking temperature.
Yes.
You were talking education.
Yes.
But we're breaking
And
the
I
ice.
usually don't talk education.
Wondering what this is.
Yes.
It's just frozen in a bucket. It goes in your drinks.
It's a huge part of the service industry.
That's right.
And I'm not going to say cruise ship again, because every one of these episodes, I say cruise ship. I don't know why. It's any place that serves drink, pops, alcohol, it doesn't matter. You need ice.
That's right.
98% of the people want ice in their drinks.
That's right.
I drink milk, because sometimes I say milk, and my
Yes.
wife gets a little redneck on that.
You ice your
put-
milk?
I put ice in my milk.
Well, here's something a little controversial. Ice in wine. What do you think?
Some people do.
Yeah.
Those are the sickies.
Yeah. Well, people say that waters it down, though.
Yes.
But then they get it to
Yes.
a more preferred temperature.
Yes. I drink beer. I'm not really a wine guy. What about you, fancy boy?
No, I don't really drink that often.
Yes.
Water. I
Yes.
like water.
One of these episodes, somewhere down the road, we're going to
Yeah.
have quite a bit to drink.
I'm just hitting the cricket button.
Yeah, there we go. And it'll just be a crazy one.
Anyways, what I'm getting at is ice, breaking it, straight clock hammer. I kind of want to
Get in there.
on
Get
this.
yourself a hammer on there. Oh, there goes my... Oh, fuck my eye.
Keep going. Just hit
There
it.
we go. Keep hitting it.
Yeah. We're going to eventually... There it
There
is!
we go. Get that fucking ice.
Okay.
Woo!
And now we can... We did it.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, so we've been talking for 2.5
Yes.
minutes. It was a little slow, but now that we've broken the ice,
And
we can get started.
if you don't have ice, you're running to the store and buying bags of ice for a fortune. You need ice machine is key.
Yeah.
Is a key in any drink.
That's right. And
Or ice to keep fish cold. You know what I mean? You need it.
fish cold, that's
Fish
an excellent
cold,
good
yeah.
one. Temperature, you got to
Yes,
keep the right
temperature. If you don't have a,
What I'm saying, also, pro tip, at home, what you could do is, those ice trays?
Yes.
You could freeze the tray and then break it and put it in a bowl.
Ooh.
Make your own ice.
And you know what else you can do with an ice
Constantly.
tray? If you have dogs, you
Okay.
take little cookies,
Yes.
dog cookies, put them in the tray with water, freeze it.
Really?
Because dogs love ice. And you give them to them as cookies, little frozen little cookies.
You've done that?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Well, not me,
I've never heard that.
my other half, but yes.
Okay, that sounds...
Dogs love ice. They love chewing on it.
Huh.
Yeah, and then there's a little bonus in the middle. It's like the bottom of a Cracker Jack box. If
a surprise.
If you've had a Cracker Jack box, if you're old enough to really, they used to have a toy at the bottom.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, ice and drinks, ice on...
And once again, this is about pretty much nothing. And I just compared it earlier. It was like, it's about Seinfeld, really. It's a show about nothing. And it's
Yeah.
not what we based this on.
Right.
We just based it on the service industry.
Yeah, and because it's so wide,
Yes.
everybody's in the service industry
Yeah.
at some point in their life. They either, if they're not directly employed,
Yeah.
they're involved
Somehow.
on one
or
side
know
of it.
somebody.
Absolutely.
Or if they've gone to go
100%.
through university or college, or
Yep.
they've worked just to help them get through. You don't need a university education to be in the industry.
That's
To
right.
be a server, make crazy money.
Crazy.
You don't need a crazy education. Or helps you with your education, because if you get into a good establishment,
Yep.
you make pretty good tips.
Sure.
As much as you can work 2 shifts a week, or you can work 5 or 6 if you want.
Yeah, so what you're saying is it's a skill-based and
Yes.
it's people-based. So if you
Yes.
can interact with people and you know your job,
Yep.
it doesn't matter what credentials you have some of the time.
Absolutely.
Some of the time.
Yeah.
But other times you do need the credentials. There's other people that want to see paperwork and that
Yes.
have the
Yeah,
training
absolutely.
and the schooling. But you're saying there's certain scenarios where you don't.
No, if you're applying and you have no credentials at all,
Yeah.
then there's only certain jobs you can have. It's like any place you want to, you have to, if you've got no credentials and you want to get in there and you want to get your feet wet sort of in the industry, you'll start out if you want to work front of house. Front of house is basically everything that the guests see.
Right.
The people see. Back of house is what they don't see. Everything kind of behind the scenes. Yes.
The preparation.
Yes.
The stuff that happens before the doors open.
Yes. Or when we bring food out or stuff like that. That ever happens behind the scene.
Yes.
All that kind of stuff. But once you get out front, like if you want to work front of house, which is usually if you have no experience and you're a bit younger, you could start either as a host,
Okay.
I'd say, or a busser.
Sure.
Or a dishwasher.
Right.
Those are kind of the three ones to get in.
Entry-level
Yes,
positions.
absolutely.
But it's just, but what you're saying is you don't need to have a crazy amount of education.
Nope.
As long as you're dedicated,
Absolutely.
focused,
Great work ethic.
do your job. It's not unreasonable
Yeah.
to say that you can go from these entry-level positions to a higher position.
Yes, and just stay off your cell phone is always great. Work ethic is important. Really, if every time you come around the corner, you're on your cell phone, this and that, I don't think it's that important that I know there's some etiquette in answering texts, but I think you can wait till you're into your shift.
Could be, but
yes.
You could also use it as a tool, though. What if you're using it for research purposes? Probably not happening most of the time.
No, there might be somebody who wants a drink.
Yes.
Once a week that you have to look on the phone, but
with ice.
the chance if you have your cell phone on you and there's some issue going on at home or something, you need to have your phone with
absolutely.
you.
Somebody's
But-
about to give birth.
Yes.
That's one. that-
98% of the time, nothing's going on. That's
okay,
important.
But the birth one,
Yes.
that's people,
Yes.
they'll understand that
Yeah,
one.
we'll let that one go.
That one can go
Yeah.
if somebody's about to give birth,
Yes.
but not if,
If there's something very important, but most of the time it's, did so and so send me a message, what are we doing tonight after work?
right.
That's
That can
after
wait.
work. Yes,
That can
absolutely.
wait. Yeah, it's not going to
Yeah.
be the end of the world. They could just wait a minute.
Yes, but, it's all about when you get in the industry,
Yes.
any industry, and I'm not going to say cruise ship.
Yeah, well,
So there you go.
cruise ship counts.
Yes. The reason why I kept saying cruise ship because there's so much behind this. Like it's a world floating on the water, really.
Yeah.
It's everything involved in one.
Yeah.
Like, shows, theaters, there's got like 6 bars on it, like everything. I don't really know, but there's a lot going on a cruise ship.
Definitely.
I've never been on one, so I can't
Yeah.
I can't speak about what goes on. Have you?
And no, I have not. I have been on several boats.
Okay.
Never one that was like directly involved in the service industry, I would say. Like I've been on like some small sailboats.
Did it have a bar on it or anything?
No. Well, yes, I've been on some small ferries
Oh.
that have like gone in between just as like a commuter.
Have like Cirque du Soleil or anything on there or anything? No?
No, but it would be pretty neat
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
So there's another idea. Feel free to run
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah. Go ahead. That's not-
Gymnastics
yeah.
on boats.
There you go.
You can take that, run with
Anything's
it.
open?
Yeah,
But
but
you only want 10% of that idea?
most of the boats that I've been on, not directly involved in the service industry, but you're saying the
Yes.
giant cruise
Yes,
ships
the cruise ships. That's,
where
you're-
people sleep and
Yeah.
eat and
they've
drink,
got to keep you entertained for the 7 days you're on the boat.
or
They
however
yes.
long it is.
It's expensive to get on.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
you want to be entertained for whether you just want to sit there and get the sun or do you want to. They have events going every day, just like if you go onto a resort on an island.
Yes,
There's lots involved.
right.
You've
Yeah.
got the options, but if you just want to lay in the sun and drink beer all day, who cares?
Also,
Yes,
yeah,
also
also
good.
fine.
Yes.
See, but that's another. I'm sorry to bring it back to the ice. The temperature
Yeah.
on the beach, that would be one where you
Yes,
need ice.
absolutely.
Yeah, just so I can bring it back full circle back to the ice.
Yes.
But resorts, boats,
Yeah,
all these types of things, all interesting service-related ice industries.
we
I might be rambling a bit now,
yeah,
just
we
so I
are.
don't have dead
we,
air.
We touched front house, back house. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about because if people come in and you say what position you're looking for, and they throw out front house or back, then they know they've been in the industry.
Right.
But people who don't really know what that means.
I just want a job.
We call it FOH, front of house.
Yes.
Or BOH, back house.
Right.
That's kind of word.
Oh yeah, see that's way better.
Yes.
What you're doing is bringing it back and talking about the service
Yes.
industry actually, rather than me just talking about boats and.
Well, boats are important.
Yeah.
The other day you had sap on your hand.
That's right, sap.
A friend of mine watched it and he says, "Did anybody else notice?" He said that to me that Frederick stopped and talked about sap on his hand. So
It was from this table.
I know.
was just, because I didn't know where to put my hands.
this table
Yes.
was under a tree.
Interesting.
It was used.
It's all coming together
Yes.
now. Yeah,
So-
that checks out. It
so
was sap then.
It didn't come from here because it's an old table. It came from up above on there.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
Because I was wondering, I was like, how did it?
Or Frederick might have brought it from home. I don't know.
Also
right?
true. Also true. Sap can
Yeah.
be anywhere these
Could have been on your
days.
steering wheel.
Yep. Syrup, sap,
Yeah.
maple syrup.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Could have had from breakfast.
Yeah, for sure. These are all things
These
that.
are, we're just going all over the place today. So a lot of these are just going to be all over. We're definitely going to narrow it down. We're going to have shows about,
Specific topics.
specific topics. Right now, we're just putting about 10 of these out, and then we're going to release them We talked about that. We're just going back and forth. Like I said before, these are unrehearsed. You probably think they're rehearsed, and we went through a lot.
You might.
We had some coaching, and
It's a bit of a shocker.
Yeah. What else? No.
It's a shock.
Did we say that? There's nobody there.
It's a shock.
Yes.
If you think that.
These are rehearsed.
These are rehearsed, actually not.
No.
Surprise.
And there-
Spoiler alert.
And there's no nothing in there saying say this, say that.
Yeah, there's
You
no-
know,
there's no- there's
which
no
ones are
coach.
crickets? What's a cricket
this
button?
one, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing in my ear most of the time. So
And then which one do we go now? Yeah, I think we haven't been using that much.
yeah.
Anyways, we said we're going to keep it about 10 minutes.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's go. That's it, folks.
All right.
That's it
See
for
you next
that one.
time.
Breaking the ice.